I'm a scary vampire. A long time ago, in the distant land of Transylvania, home to all the most famous vampires, something very scary happened. Or did it? A little girl was walking down the street by the light of the full moon, when suddenly a giant shadow appeared before her. Oh, a wolf howled. Oh! The little girl stopped in her tracks when she saw the big shadowy shadow. It was then that she heard someone screaming. I'm a scary vampire. A very tiny little vampire shrieked. Very tiny. Well, what? The little girl asked. You know, with the caves, the fangs, a vampire. The little girl stared wide-eyed at him, but the tiny vampire continued, a super scary vampire. The girl couldn't help herself, and she started laughing. The tiny vampire started to cry. I can't scare anybody. Whenever I try, everyone laughs at me. Tomorrow I am going to fail my vampire test.
Test, you mean?
Yes, test. To pass the test, I need to give someone the scare of their lives. And if I can't do that, they'll send me to the banana peeler school. And I want to be a vampire, not a banana peeler. The little girl, well, she wasn't scared at all, but she did feel a little bit sorry for the teeny tiny vampire.
Don't worry, I'll give you a hand. If what you need is a big scare, I'll help you.
Give the biggest, scariest scare the world has ever seen. The next night, in the distant land of Transylvania, the little girl was walking down the street by the light of the almost full moon, when suddenly a giant shadow appeared before her. It was a towering, enormous shadow, a scary shadow, the scariest, most gigantic shadow ever. Even the wolves were scared of it. Vampire! The tiny vampire screamed.
Oh, I'm terrified! The little girl screamed as she fell flat on her back.
Out of nowhere, ghosts, mummies, banana peelers, little green boogers with googly eyes, Frankensteins, and vampires appeared and gave the tiny vampire an enormous round of applause. All the wolves were impressed too, as they howled in celebration of the biggest scare ever witnessed. And the award for the biggest scare goes to the tiny vampire grinned as he took his medal, and every monster in the room cheered. A long time ago, in the distant land of Transylvania, something very, very scary happened. Or did it? I couldn't have done it without your help, thanks.
You're welcome. And thanks to you, I'll never again be scared of
vampires!